The Lewiston Municipal School District provides educational opportunities to meet the needs of students with varied backgrounds and abilities.
Everybody is, the Lord, we just thank you for another day. We thank you for the beautiful sunshine. We just thank you for blessing Bubba's son to be as well as he is. We ask that you keep your loving arms around him. Bless us, Lord, as we go through this meeting. Help us to make decisions that will be pleasing in your sight. These blessings we ask. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Approval of the agenda. All in favor, by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion is carried. Anybody see anything on the consent agenda? Want to talk about, pull off?
This deal, don't forget me.
On these supplements, are they pretty much in line with other districts?
Community cultural supplements? Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Nothing for me.
Mhm.
He had one comment.
We have one comment before y'all vote on it, this one. Under D, on the bids, we, took bids on fuel. One was an out-of-town vendor, one was a local vendor. The local vendor was 1 penny high, yes, 1 penny higher on the bulk diesel fuel. We decided to go with the higher bid on that because of local and just knowing the service we get from our local vendor.
Be prepared to, you put that in writing somehow?
We get the quotes and we just put it in a minute, so.
You put that, let's pull that off, if y'all don't mind, pull that off the consent agenda. Or regular agenda, like, let us take it.
Okay.
Okay, yes, ma'am. General.
Motion to approve consent agenda, with omission of D, item D.
Second. All in favor, by the sign of aye. Aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion is carried.
I don't have a problem with you doing that, you know, proving the 1 cent difference. It just needs to be articulated in our minutes. We're doing that. And for the reasons that we're doing.
Financial reports.
We're gonna need y'all to vote on that, not one item, since y'all pulled it.
Right now,
I mean,
Oh, yeah, I think I can do it.
approval to move item B to,
I think you've already moved it to the regular.
if y'all just approve it, y'all be good, since y'all pulled it off, and then y'all have already approved the consent agenda with that item pulled, and then he said what he said, you know, that we explained what it was, so it just needs to be voted on, that y'all approve the higher 1 cent.
5B.
The so,
so,
All in favor, by the sign of aye.
now,
Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion is carried.
all
All I heard was so moved.
Right. Just trying to keep you straight.
Good job.
Financial report.
Okay, item A is the claim docket, numbers 328,554 through 328,589, and the April 2020 activity agency fund checks. This one is small, it was only, since our board meeting was so late last month, so this is only the end of April check run, that one check run.
All right, man. So,
We used to get the line item on, a sheet. Oh, we just, okay, it's been a while, yeah, I thought we can do that again, sure will.
oh, I seen baseball supplies on here, I don't know what he bought. That could be any coach, I guess, because it doesn't say who it was.
We can tell which student it is.
Page 14.
What vendor, what,
BSN, I'm not questioning anything, I'm just.
at the high school?
Uh-huh.
And it could have been something that was bought.
Or,
At the high school?
it doesn't say.
Baseball supplies.
That just encourages me, that's all. It's like saying, 8. No, 14. It's in the check.
Oh, it,
Okay.
right,
It does, I don't.
their page two.
It does.
That says basketball. But that's not Benson. It might be name one.
Yeah, on page 13, our pages might be different.
Oh, yeah, the $266.
And then there's 800.
That was probably something that was ordered back, they order stuff, they start getting PAs and stuff in December
I see.
and November. So they probably already got the stuff in before all of the,
Oh, yeah, that's.
Motion to approve claims docket. And activity fund. All in favor, by the sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion carried. Approval of the student transfer from Lucas to Knox Taylor. Did we ever get a,
oh, yeah. Big.
approval of April 2020 bank balances? I'm sorry.
Everything all right, sis? Motion to approve.
All in favor, vote by sign of aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion is carried. Approval of the following students transfer from Louisville to Knoxville.
This was done last year. Now, the Bennett was, and then the Forsyth is still in the same family.
Yeah.
And I think that child is just starting at kindergarten this year, so that's why the Forsyth's on there. That's in the same family, but the Bennett was approved last year. And then the Ross, they have actually just moved here, and she has gotten a job in Starkville. So she's asking to take her child with her to Starkville. And that can be done together, if there's, you don't have a problem. Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor, vote by sign of aye. Opposed, nay. The ayes have it, motion is carried.
At least second, something.
Section.
All right, A is a new residential lease.
Mhm.
I'm gonna assume you're gonna probably vote on it, that's it.
Okay.
We'll let them know in a second.
And second, and then B is your approval of your Mississippi Forestry Commission year work plan for 16th section. And I think you have the information in your packet on that. Yes, no,
It's supposed to have.
Yeah.
any questions looking through those numbers? See, I think it's titled Top Summary of the FY 2021 year. Any questions there, okay? And then the last, C is on leases that are past due, or lease payments that are 30 days past due. That's included? Mark off the third one, Mr. Eichelberger, he has paid his. And the rest, we are still trying to collect.
Those that you just mentioned, is that the one that was, that, Hal found kind of tucked back? He was telling us about it one day. Those are okay, these are all okay people, like, I mean, not people,
I
but,
don't think I think it's a different conversation, different group. I may be wrong now.
Okay, it was-
What you're thinking about.
all right.
These are the ones that actually come with the process,
Yeah.
got the lease and,
I don't know if we were accepting that,
yeah.
what was going on.
No, and
Talking about squatter.
Yeah,
the squatter, I think he's addressed in another way. But I haven't heard the fine, the fine
Okay.
details on that.
all right. Good.
This is just something we're presenting to the board, letting you know that we do have some past due leases that we're trying to work with them. We've been advised that we need to do that by the state auditor's office and present to y'all this information, in case you do want to decide to try to cancel the lease, yes. But it's not beneficial to us to do that. It will be more costly.
Yeah.
And normally, like I said, he normally gets these, they're just behind, and some of them, he may get partial payments, a little here, a little there, and keep going.
I mean, individually, approve of new one release.
I think A and B can be done, I mean, y'all vote on C anyway, that's just for y'all's information.
Okay.
You probably do them again now that we know what they are in front of
Motion.
So you can do it? Okay.
Motion that we, accept as A and B as presented.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, nay. Ayes have it, motion is carried. Set date for the next meeting.
June 9th is the second Thursday.
Yes, here's that, what's that over?
Seriously. June 9th, huh?
Is that date okay with everybody? No cruises, no vacation?
Anymore.
All right. Superintendent's report.
First thing I didn't know it on here, but I sent y'all the link from MDE where registration this year for students that they were currently enrolled in the school district this past year, and they did not change address, then they will not have to provide two proofs of residence. So that is something we will start the registration process a little sooner, so we can get that done, because what beginning next year looks like, we don't know. So we're in the process now of developing a time where we can go ahead and get registered, those students that are returning.
They will not have to provide.
Now that they will, no ma'am, as long as they have not changed that, as long as they
That's
have
brilliant.
not. Sorry?
That's brilliant. That's always been my biggest thing, having to prove that I'm, anyway, thank you.
Well, that was the state superintendent requested that from the state auditor, and they granted it. So, just a reminder that all state tests, all state assessments have been canceled, which will allow for all of our seniors to graduate. I got notification Friday afternoon that our CARES Act will be $987,000 is what will be granted from that money. And if you look A, B, C, D, and E below, which where a lot of that money will go, just kind of looking on the front end with, getting our doors, secured from locks, making sure all of our doors, like Mr. Luke's stated, there's nobody's ever been shot behind a locked door in school shooting. So we're looking at getting that done. Of course, technology, making sure all of our schools have Chromebooks for every student. That will go for summer enrichment. And we've also requested, there's another pot of money that the government has that we've requested. I've been in contact with Senator Brandon a lot in the last few days, requesting assistance for that. That will carry over to an after-school program, and then of course our dual credit, because financially a lot of our families are going to be, stretched, and so we want to make sure we allocate plenty of funding for that. Just kind of looking at what we spent the last couple of years, we will definitely match that, and then whatever we get donation-wise, I don't know what, some of our companies will raise $21,000 last year. I don't know if some of these companies will do that. So at least that amount. So hopefully it turns around really quick. Tentatively, we got our summer enrichment program scheduled July 6th through the 16th. That will be a Monday through Thursday, and we will be targeted to be from 8 to 12. Breakfast and lunch will be provided, and we're going to try to blend that with the impact program. We contacted the mayor about that. What we're targeting with this program is those students that have struggled, the students that are behind, the students that we're looking at students that are behind grades, depending on where they are, how they performed. There's going to be a lot of different avenues we're going to take with that. And we're also going to blend it with an online course that will start June 1st. That will start a little bit earlier. But again, those will be targeted students. While we're paying for these resources, we need to use them. If we can get a kid, help them get caught up because they are behind going to high school or whatever, we want to make sure that we provide that opportunity for every student that's interested in doing that.
Dr. Burns,
Ma'am?
will transportation be provided?
That's what we're we're going to do registration. And depending on what registration looks like, then we'll make that decision after that. We don't want to commit to something if we don't need it. But that has been discussed. We're going to look at registration, see the numbers, see if there's a need for it, and then we will go from there. That's why we're going to do registration. I didn't put the registration on here. It's May 18th to the 29th. So that will give us a month to plan for it. So we'll know who's coming and who's not, and therefore we can get our plan together between May 29th and July 6th. We will have our school program that will start in the fall. Our graduation plans are in place. We'll do Metawoya next Tuesday, Massapequa Thursday, and Russell High School Friday. They've got everything worked out to keep practice social distancing, where everyone will have to wear masks. That is what we're requiring based on what the CDC is recommending. Each school has alerted the families who can participate. I mean, they how many invitations they have, and everything, from logistics is being gone through now. Parents, our kids are picking up cap and gowns, so we're ready to go. I know Walmart, they're doing us a favor. They want to do something, so we got them a picture. We're sending them the pictures of all the graduates, and they're rolling it through on TVs as you walk in the door. So that's pretty cool. They started that today. Our pre-K registration, we had 28 kids register. Kindergarten registration, we're going to have to make another push. There wasn't as much we needed as compared to what Head Start numbers that they had. That didn't matriculate into what we have, so we're doing another push, and we're going to make sure that we get a registration. We'll bring that up tomorrow on the radio as well. Our meal program is going well. We're going to continue the way we're going through June with the participation that we're having. We're putting out a lot more meals than what we typically have done in the summer, so it's been a huge benefit to our kids. We're getting on Mondays about 2,000 meals, and then on Wednesdays about 2,500 is how many meals are actually being distributed. Waiting to hear back. I got good feedback last week from Mississippi Department of Wildlife from the 4 grants that we applied for on the shooting program. We should get that. I requested 5,000 for each school, and that will get the program off the ground and sustain it for a couple of years. Mentioned again, here's the boot camp. It will be targeted students. This is just kind of what our principal is. We'll make sure we go through every filter that we can to look at every student and make sure we have a plan together to target as many students as possible, and so we can make it as worthwhile as possible. Making sure that, like I said, the online courses, we're going to have targeted standards that we can go by. And that's another reason we're doing the registration as early as we can, so we can know who the students are. We have a prescriptive plan for those 8 days that we do this. Because it will be boot camp, and it will be nonstop, and we will get a lot done in those 8 days, focusing on the ELA and math standards. Kindergarten registration is going to be the same time period. Our principals are working on that, and then that's why I put on there. We'll determine if we need transportation depending on what the numbers look like. We will have 5 locations at this point for summer boot camp. It will be at all 5 schools. So that will help with transportation, even if we do have to transport, not having to go from 4 corners all the way back to town. It'll be a lot shorter. So and every school is pushing, I guess, about 100 to 150 kids. I know Dr. Smith, I was talking to her, she's trying to target over 200 for her program. There's the affirmation, the letter of affirmation that we're going to create. About the change of address. There has to be a letter that we're going to send out to parents to attest that I've not changed address. We will do a transition for 3rd, 6th, and 9th graders before school starts. It will be a night just for those students to kind of come in and see the school, tour the school, and kind of get an idea of what to expect before school starts. Because we weren't able to do that this year like we had before the end of school to do that transition time. 8th grade, sorry. I meant to say 9th grade. Incoming 9th graders would be, no, right now 8th graders. Yeah, that's correct. 9th grade, I'm sorry. And what we've asked our principals, to work with is we got to have a plan for our high absent students and how important distance learning is going to be in the future. Because that is what it's looking like. Everything is going to be pushed toward. MDs come up with all kind of bogus, crazy ideas. But I do think somewhere along the line, distance learning is going to be a very big part of what we do. So when students are absent, how do we address that? How do we get them the information that they missed? And that's where I got a quote in today from a program that's really good with that addresses all the missing standards. And so going to each principal, we're meeting about that now. But we gotta have a plan together for those students. We had some multiple kids with a lot of absences, and we got to figure out how we can get them to school. Developing plans for those who struggle. We gotta think. Now, even though most of your 4 to 9 weeks is a lot of testing, there are, so that information is still being delivered. Having a plan like this boot camp, along with the after school program we start in the fall, we have to be able to build that in, and we have to be able to build that remediation time during the school day, so the kids are getting what they need. We would like to add a math coach, and the justification of that, we have 2 ELA coaches, we have 1 math coach. There's no way to effectively do math from one person throughout the district. And with Dr. McMillan retiring, and for what she was, that will help subsidize that cost. But when you look at the accountability model, 300 points comes from reading, 300 points comes from math. And there's nothing you can take from either one of them. Both of them are the elementary middle school model, that's 600 of the 700 points, and high school is 600 of the 1,000 points. All those things matriculate into the dual credit, they matriculate to the college career ready, and the graduation rate. So the idea would be for a math coach for addressing those lower levels, and I'm saying K through 6, so when they do carry on, they have that foundation. But that is something that's really needed, and we're going to do all that we can. And I think it's going to be very imperative. It's going to be imperative this year, especially with what they missed, to have a plan for those students that are going to struggle with math, and one person can't do it all. Bottom line. I'm just in case this comes to the board. I've talked with Ms. Stacy about this. The band director has requested an assistant for the middle school. I've talked with Ms. Stacy about that. I just want to bring it to your attention that has been requested. Don't know how we can fund it right now because of what's coming, in the future with next year being MAEP being cut. But that is something I would want to get the board's opinion on, and getting some assistance in the middle school band program. And I was asked to present that to the board members. Because there are about 100 kids in the high school band program now. And so with that, I know they've always had a head director and then an assistant, but that was emailed to me, and I feel like that's my due diligence to at least bring that up to the board.
I would like to do all we could for them. I think any kind of music program, any kind of arts program is very important, and that's the only one we have. That's all I know to say is just, I hope we can find a way to help them.
Would it be a band or choir?
It's been requested band, but we did just hire a teacher for math that his wife is the band choir director at West Point. And she's trying to get here as well, so that's a tough decision. As of how because you can't blend the two. It's 2 totally different things. So I know that's another one that we're trying to, one way or the other. Either way, funding is the issue. One thing that I recommended, I've talked to, Mr. Turner about is, possibly getting choir sign. We've talked about that in the past, and that's something I think has always been a real big push to get kids involved in something that don't play sports,
Right.
Or they don't play in the band because they can't afford an instrument. All they got to do is be able to sing, and there are a lot of talented kids in this county that can do that. So,
Would they be in both schools?
for
Middle
choir,
school, middle school have one and high school have one person.
it would all be. If we can afford one, that's all it would be.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am. Okay. And then, we tried to get this last year, we did not have it budgeted, but Dental Warriors baseball is the only baseball team that does not have a dressing facility. Softball programs have them, baseball programs have them, except that one, they raised about $20,000 towards that. And they had another raffle taking place that would have helped a lot with that as well. They'll continue that through the fall. But that is something that we're looking at, so where we are, I mean, there's no trespass, there's no bathrooms, there's nothing down there for, fans, anything like that, they have to walk across. So to be in compliance with Title IX, and I know that's usually Title IX with females, this instance could be against males, or with males. So we've reached out, started getting quotes, reached out to the county supervisors. They will help us as much as possible. It will be very similar to the one at Louisville High School. However we make it work, but I just want to let you know that that's something we are trying to move on. That would be the only building project we would do at this point. The other projects would be with roofs. We do got to start replacing those a little bit at a time. And that's all that I have. Are there any questions or any more clarification?
A couple of questions. One, any issues with our, re-implementing our maintenance folks coming on campus and getting our work done?
No, they're working.
No problems with the spacing or, making sure we're not.
No, Mr. Blue, I mean,
No, they're isolated, painting by themselves or fixing, affected parts or pieces or whatever, that they're all working individually by themselves. Working out of a vehicle by themselves, and then on the job site, they're working by themselves.
And on our graduation plan, that's gonna be a social distancing operation, I think.
only so many people will be allowed per graduate, and invite only so many people. And they will be basically like in the bleachers, they will be staggered throughout the bleachers. So we will keep that distance.
Okay, this will be outside of the.
Outside,
It's all, everything's
all
outside.
3 football fields.
I have a question. It's not related to this, but the question is, have you received any guidance as far as spacing once school starts?
Set on webinar today. There's no definitive as to what to do as of now. I'm sure as time progresses, they will. I mean, we're in contact with federal educators, state educators. Every week there's another one tomorrow. There's another webinar. There's one every week to talk about everything. Every week's a different topic and what that looks like when we start the fall. But as of right now, you're kind of hesitant to say anything because we don't really know. I think as time progresses, we get into June and get into July, we'll have a lot more guidance. I mean, because we're constantly in contact with different people across the state. What does this look like? How do we start next year? I know that 2 of the superintendents that I communicate with regularly, they're on the advisory board with Dr. Wright, and the plan is to start next year. Now, on time, but what that looks like, I don't know. Because if we say social distance, now we're talking about getting masks for every student and those kind of things, but does that stop it? There's just not enough information out there to make a decision on what starting the new year looks like. I mean, there's information, but is it valid? Can we make a decision based on that? I just think it's one of these things we gotta wait as time goes on and as we have different meetings throughout the summer and kind of get on the same plan with everybody being on somewhat the same accord and how it fits with your school district.
There's gonna be some guidance coming out of the governor's office pretty soon.
I'm not sure you just talk about regular, constantly.
Yeah, nothing definitive.
Any questions? No, please.
Yeah, I got a comment. Since we're talking about the baseball facility at Nana Williams, have you ever looked at Knox Pater in Nana Williams? Well, I know you have Nana Williams press box. I've been there with you. That's
The football,
yeah, that's a liability for sure. Knox Pater's is about as bad, if not worse, than Nana Williams. But I know Nana Williams, when I was running sound and that other side where they go to film, where visitors go to film, man, that's an accident waiting to happen. So I don't know if now's the time to bring it up, but those 2 facilities there, those press boxes are sad. I mean, there's been a comment made year before last, and it was like somebody's old hunting house on stilts. And so
It does.
and it blows in the wind. I mean, it's really it's scary. I was up there 8 years and it just sways back and forth.
Is that the same one been up there that long?
Oh, yeah. It's been there longer than that. Yeah, because I announced for around 8 years or so, if I'm not mistaken. You know. And Knox Peters is as bad, if not worse, for sure. So it might be something.
Friday.
Yeah,
Graduation. But I know what you're saying. I've been in both of them,
yeah,
and you're exactly right. There are some safety concerns.
for sure.
Same thing with the bleachers. You know, the bleachers are.
Yeah, the visiting bleachers at Mount Warrior are bad. I know Knox Peters are pretty rough also.
And it would only last so long.
But we don't want anybody to get hurt, that's for sure, so.
Well, all I can think about is the incident at Notre Dame years ago on that, you know, the practice field, the tower that, I mean, it's that high. I mean, it's really, and the ladder that you climb up is a painting ladder that stretches to the last go. And they got it tied together at the top. So when you tell the visiting team that's where you got to film from, they look at you and go, "You're crazy." And I'm like, "I don't like it. I wouldn't go there either." So
We got stairs there now, don't we?
there may be now. That's when I was there.
That's what I'm talking about. I thought we got stairs put in this past year. It's not a ladder anymore.
It may have. I haven't been there
We got
since.
stairs put on visiting. We did.
But I mean, if nothing else, it needs to be maybe secured somehow. I don't know, but I just thought I'd bring that up. Might be something we all need to go look at. And I know we toured the schools, but that's something that just kind of jogged my memory when we was talking about the baseball facility.
So, yeah, whether it's a maintenance issue versus a capital upgrade, those are two different things.
Yeah, but it's really sad. Yeah, every
Yeah, because this is tear down, start over.
every year there's holes in the top. It's just a little tin metal building is all it is, you know. Storage building. So we've been through I don't know how many sound systems there because of issues with rain and stuff like that. But just thought I'd throw that out there.
Consideration of executive session.
I don't have anything for y'all this go around, but, we do have the mediation that y'all approved to move forward with schedule for the 12th of June. And, I will have some information to share prior to that we'll need to discuss. So put that on the next agenda.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
All in favor, by the sign of aye. And say.
I'm assuming you're smiling.
It's okay.